Friends and family, thank you for joining me here at the American News Network with me and Pee Wee Herman and Johnny Depp as we celebrate the pardon of Hunter Biden today. I mean, thank God that's happened. Hunter Biden's probably just by far the best artist we've ever have come out of the White House, the crack house that we have, and has this administration had a spillover effect. Good afternoon. 50 more days. We're going to be held hostage here together, not only in the United States, but worldwide. And we're being held hostage by Wagon Joe and Hunter Biden. And Jack Wagon went to Africa. He's in mid-Africa. And the thing that scares the bejesus out of me is last time he went into the jungle, he gave Zelensky attackums. What's he going to do in the middle of the Congo today? Hey, you like that? That was Canadian. But you didn't know I was bilingual like that. So the Houthis sink 4 ships, but I want to give you a little bit of a scene here because this is the new norm in America today. This was Sky News as they were reporting it, but I want you to just get the feeling of America and hasn't had a spillover effect.
A statement has just been released by the president saying, quote, "Today I signed a pardon for my son Hunter. The charges in his cases came about only after several of my political opponents in Congress instigated them to attack me and oppose my election. No reasonable person who looks at the facts of Hunter's cases can reach any other conclusion than Hunter was singled out.
That's right.
Because he is my son, and that is wrong. There has been an effort to break Hunter, who has been 5.5 years sober, even in the face of unrelenting attacks and selective prosecution. In trying to break Hunter, they've tried to break me, and there's no reason to believe it will stop here. Enough is enough." Now, just repeating this breaking news here, President Joe Biden has just pardoned his son, Hunter Biden. This is a major move because President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden also both previously promised and said they would not use Joe Biden's executive authority to pardon Hunter Biden. So this is a major move.
Hey, look, you can believe Wagon Joe whenever you want. And as far as Hunter smoking crack, get that out of your head. But here he filmed himself, so here's that image. Good old Hunter. He's got to prepare for artwork somehow. It's the smartest guy I know, and I tell you what, that hasn't had a spillover effect here in the United States. No, sir, no, ma'am. Not at all, not in our country. We are operating on a new norm, and that has not shattered the American dream. Are we looking at a change? Does the White House from Obama, from Wagon Joe, has it had a spillover effect into the United States? That's a question I'm going to ask you. So we're going to be looking at the American dream, and we're going to flash over to Minnesota right now. This is taken from the streets of Minnesota. Actually, this is just 4 days ago. But has America changed? And so we have a guy that's lived in Minnesota for a while, and he wanted us to understand as far as just how it's changed. So we're going to flash forward a little bit, but this is basically the streets of Minnesota today. And all of the Democrat cities, we find this, where there's Americans living in tents, shanty towns. This is 4 days ago in Minnesota. It's about to get drastically really cold. And our government, Trump's saying he's going to put these people somewhere, but where? And we can't have people freeze to death. So I'm suggesting that we have a government housing thing that even we could help establish. But this is what happens when we have open borders with fentanyl and high-end drugs with China. It's not a normal type of drug, and I just wanted you to see the streets of Minnesota. We're going to go check out a couple of the streets, but, has there been a spillover effect from the crack house, the White House, into society? I never saw a society that looked like this. In fact, since inception, since the Great Depression, we never looked like this. I think you can't blame America, and I want the world to see what this is when every job has left our country and people have no hope, and every business has shut down. I've seen it from San Francisco to LA, Minnesota, Pennsylvania. It's like a wrecking ball has happened in our country. So the United States, is it going to be the same? We have a homeless crisis, and it's everywhere. This is just another city in the United States. This was 6 days ago. But from Chicago to LA to Seattle to Pennsylvania, I think the enemy has achieved their objectives. When I see the streets of America look like this, I see nothing but a shattered American dream. You mean to tell me that illegal aliens get homes, but Americans and American veterans get to live like this? Where's the posterity? Where's the general welfare? This is a violation of the United States Constitution. Pure and simple, the opening preamble. And when all of our resources have been given to lobbyists and to other countries, there's clearly been an insurrection that's happened, and it's happened at the highest level. So this is the state of California 9 days ago. Again, and this is going from city to city in California and how it looks. Everybody is addicted to drugs. Look at this. This is a common daily life from Santa Monica to Long Beach to Sacramento. This is how Gavin Newsom has run the state of California. Hostage for 50 days, this is like the living dead. And why people would want to live this way or let themselves crumble like this. Melrose Avenue, me and some friends, we used to visit businesses and try renting out places there for 15 years. Today it's a complete ghost town. My oil and gas company out there, as soon as you go out from Beverly Hills into the streets, it looks like this. Used to look like this. No kidding, everything used to be open. But today, it's we've been taken over by the drugs of China. And then everybody has died, everybody's lost their jobs. These are Americans. Yeah. So there's a different kind of war that I want you to pay attention to that we're fighting here in America today. Tesla, they built up everything they could in Hollywood, and then they just had to leave and come to Texas because it's just very dangerous out there. Every business is closed down. And, like I lost Joey, my vice president in Sanders Drilling, from Chinese poisoning, and everybody's getting poisoned. This is the streets of LA. You've got to be kidding me. And this is just 9 days ago. So I wanted you to see, I was shocked with Philly. Believe it or not, Dallas, Texas, and New York, Manhattan are doing better than any of the towns that I've seen. But look at these people that are hunched over. This is from xylazine and from Trank, and it's a new flooded in drug from China, and it's killing United States citizens left and right. And it's a real thing. And again, this was 9 days ago. This is Oxnard, California. It's got its nice areas, but then you turn around right from the nice areas, and it looks Horrible. So California now has 30% of the nation's homelessness problems. And this is what it looks like today. Is there anything that we can do for these people? Well, I believe that there is. We got to kind of get into the old school of it. But I believe this is the answer. We got to drill, baby, drill. This government's been at us in a lot of different angles, and our automation has picked up in a wonderful way. But we have enough natural gas and oil in the United States to be energy independent. We've been dethroned by the EPA, and they've been systematically shutting down our refineries. When the king of Saudi would come over, they'd just buy these these properties up, and even today I'm competing